Hello. Hello. Now I'm going to check the audio and unfuck it up. Just like I thought. It still is fucked up, even though I unchecked this thing. That doesn't matter. It doesn't help. Still fucked up. Okay. Hey everyone, it's a bonus stream. Bonus. You know what time it is? It's time to Ventus. Hey, welcome back, Ventus. And Gizmo, of course. Hello. How's it going? Now let me get my YouTube ready. And I guess I better put chat like, oh wait, let me see. Maybe I should probably like do that and then put chat here. And I have to put my YouTube in a window over here so I can see both at the same time. There we go. Because we're going to need to play music, video game music. Now let's see. This is a continuation of the last bonus stream from 2 weeks ago of ranking the game music of everything in my spreadsheet. Oh boy, guys, it's great. Who's ready for rankings? Oh boy. So I was just going through by system, and all we got done on that first stream was 8-bit and 16-bit games. And we just barely dipped into 5th generation PlayStation games a little bit. And now we're going to dip into them more. Any game that is ranked 9 on Music Score, we're gonna put in there. I think I did Alundra already. Let me just see. Is Alundra placed here? I've got a new section for music rankings as well. If you didn't notice. See, now it's separate from overall game rankings. Like I have my little top 100 and then worst list here. And then you guys can hear me, by the way, right? Sorry for the lack of music right now. And then we have a separate thing for music. It should be a different color, you know, the music tab. What color should we make music? What color should we make that? Purple? Should we make it purple? Music is kind of purpley, right? I mean, like violet. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know. Try that. So it shows the overall score for. It's reverse of the rankings. Well, it's not reverse. It doesn't show systems. Wait. It says music/system there. Oh, I should change those things on the top. So now it just needs to say system here, because music is its own tab. It just needs to say system, and then here it should just say music. So the overall score is still on the left, in case you want to see how good I think the games are that have the best music. Notice that most of the games with the best music have very good scores as well, with a few exceptions. And we're all the games that I ranked 10 are already on here for music. That's why we're just doing the 9s. So where is Alundra? Let's see. Alundra is here. 9.4. Alundra, extremely good soundtrack. I kind of put it very high, like just short of being a 10. I guess that seems about right. It's an extremely good soundtrack if you haven't heard that one. I know Gizmo was very curious about the music rankings. All right, let's get to the next one, which you probably haven't rated yet. The next one, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's a big one. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. You guys know that game. That is not on here, right? Let's just confirm. Oh, I'm sure people would put that very high. And as you can see, I put it very high. But like, how high exactly? You know, that's the question. Why exactly do you put Symphony of the Night soundtrack? Is it even the best Castlevania soundtrack? I don't think that's a foregone conclusion, but I could see some people maybe. This music's pretty appropriate. To reach Saturn. I don't know if there's going to be that many Saturn entries. I haven't played that many Saturn games. I don't think that should be too loud. I guess you can let me know. So Symphony of the Night. How good is that soundtrack? Ventus, Wandering Ghosts is the best. Wandering Ghosts or Lost Painting. Let's see if I agree. This is Dance with Pails. This would not be my favorite, but I like it. Wandering Ghosts is that's the arena area, right? A lot of people would probably like that. Committed a crime? Wandering Ghosts is very good. Lost Painting. Well, between those, I think I prefer Wandering Ghosts. I think. Oh yeah, Lost Painting is really good. I mean, a lot of them are really good. But I think there's a lot of really good tracks, so there's a lot of potential favorites, you know? It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, don't you think? This one's very good. This one, I don't know, it has like kind of like a mysterious kind of old school fantasy, almost like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like a particular kind of like old school fantasy music, I guess. That's very nice. And this one, yeah, these are both really good tracks. You know, if I were to rank the tracks, I guess those would both be pretty high. I think that my favorite might just be Castle Walls, maybe? Wait, hold on. Oh no, Dracula's... Yeah, my favorite's probably just Dracula's Castle. That's probably my favorite. Overall. It's just such a good entrance song. I'm a sucker for that. Like, this is my favorite. Personally. It's... I don't know, it's iconic to me. Sonic R. Hey, that's right, Sonic R is already up here somewhere. Sonic R is like already way up there, so that's one Saturn. Maybe I should put the systems on the right here as well. For comparison. I probably should. Have a separate chart for systems. I don't know. Should I? Probably should. In the top 30, there's not actually that many NES soundtracks. They don't necessarily win, but there are a few like Blaster Master and Legacy of the Wizard. Castlevania 2. I guess other people would pick different games. Mega Man 2. I guess there's a decent representation of NES here. Mega Man 3. Life Force. Original NES Metroid, Dackle. That's NES Batman, Castlevania 3, DuckTales. Now here, like down in this area, there's a lot of NES. It's very dense with NES because I just haven't got to 5th generation systems yet. We've only ranked 3rd and 4th so far, mostly. There's a bunch: Faxanadu, Contra, Mega Man 5. Double Dragon original on NES. Possible some of these, I don't know if I've necessarily chosen the best version. Like something like Double Dragon, I think I prefer the NES music to the arcade, probably. But maybe there's a few of these where I might reconsider. Like, something like these three is really hard to choose which system. In fact, I don't even know, like, this is probably PC Engine. I'll just put DB16. Let's see. I think that's what I have been doing. Rather than like PCE or something, right? Is there TurboGrafx in here? Like, there should be. Where's Rondo Blood? Oh, yeah. It's like, you know, use the American name, but this is just fine, I guess. Mega Man 1. So like the song is awesome, but then also I also really like the track listing. I mean, a lot of tracks are really good. Like, this one's pretty good. Oh, this one, you know, this one's another one of my favorites, I think. Like, this track, I think, is one of the best tracks in the whole game. I just think it's really memorable. Guy Shark, Maniac Mansion, Ninja Gaiden 3, Stalis, Zelda 2, Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at all these NES entries. Salamander, YY World, Russian Attack. Alright, and then Super Nintendo. There's a bunch of those as well, of course. Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 4, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, Star Fox, F-Zero. Oh, Gimmick is NES, I missed that one. Valis 4, hey, that's TurboGrafx. That's the TurboGrafx soundtrack. There's a couple of TurboGrafx on here. Final Fantasy 5, Gradius 3, Link to the Past, Equinox, Super R-Type, Super Castlevania 4, Earthworm Jim, Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, Legend of Mystic Ninja, Shadowrun, Willow, that's the NES game, Earthbound, that's the Super Nintendo one. Notice that I have Mother ranked higher on NES version. Oh, thanks for the follow. Who is that? Iwango? I should do more game music streams. I mean, once I've gone through and ranked these, it's like, I don't know, I don't feel the need to go through and like rank every single game on my sheet, you know? I just kind of like having like a little list of the top ones so you can make like a kind of a top 100 list. More Sega games? Well, I've played more than some. I've played, yeah, I mean, there's probably some that I'm missing. Super Mario All-Stars, Super Nintendo, Super Mario RPG, Hook. Yeah, but you know, I think that Super Nintendo's gonna win, though. No matter how many Genesis games I play, it's just Super Nintendo soundtracks are just too strong. There's a lot of good, it's not like I don't like Genesis music, there's a lot of good Genesis music, but there's too many masterpieces on Super Nintendo. There's too many. But that doesn't mean the Genesis music isn't good. Hey, Jessica, where's the Amiga jank? You mean like in my music ranking list? It's not, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if any Amiga stuff is gonna get placed here, but there are some Amiga games with really good soundtracks. Thanks, Gizmo. See, Gizmo's gonna allow me to be wrong. He's gonna let me live even though I'm wrong. That's very nice of Gizmo, isn't it? Oh, there's a TurboGrafx game. Last Alert. Yeah, so I'm going by the era, but that computer stuff I sorted afterward. Like, so we're going through the console eras first, and then I'm gonna do computer games afterwards. So I don't know. We'll just take a quick look, I guess. Amiga. Well, I'm only ranking like the top stuff that's rated 9 or 10. Do I have anything 9 or 10 in Amiga? I don't. That means Amiga's not gonna make a showing. Oh man. Even though Enemy Tempest of Violence is a really good soundtrack, though. It almost should be a 9, you know? Midnight Resistance? I want to play Midnight Resistance. I still not decided whether I'm going to play the Genesis or arcade, or there's an Amiga port as well, but that doesn't seem like the one to play. Seems like there's better versions of that one to play. This is a good song, but the vocals are not really good to have under the background. Yeah, no, I'm gonna play. Midnight Resistance looks cool. Yeah. I mean, the ones like Shadow of the Beast could be a 9. Shadow of the Beast, like, I almost wish could be on. Like, man, maybe it should be a 9. It's like so close. Some of these are so close. I love the music in Savage, and Myth has got awesome music. Lionheart has got awesome music. Enemy Tempest of Violence. I don't know. Maybe like if I really think of, I don't know, one of the. If I were gonna bump up one of these, it would probably be Enemy Tempest of Violence, maybe. It's a really good soundtrack, but there are a couple tracks in Enemy Tempest of Violence that are really amateurish. But the soundtrack has got so much enthusiasm, and there's some tracks are just amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there won't be any Amiga that show up here. It's too bad. So there you go, Gizmo. If you're an Amiga fan, you'd be very disheartened right now. Sorry about that. Let me just finish putting the systems on all these. System information. So it's kind of interesting just to see what systems are more represented at a glance, you know? Clock Tower, that's the Super Nintendo one. There, that's pretty much... yeah, we just need... There's a couple PS1. I'm still going through the PS1s. There's going to be a lot more PS1 in the list. For sure. Sonic R is the only Saturn, I think, so far. Final Fantasy Legends might be the only Game Boy. We just put GB for that, I think that we do. Or maybe I spell out Game Boy. Spell it out. And of course, you can't forget Genesis games. There's already a number of Genesis games represented here. I mean, well, there's something, right? There's something. Not enough for Gizmo's taste. Where are the Genesis games? Oh, there's Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. See, those are on there. Oh, I guess that's it. Sorry. Yeah, Sonic and then Sonic. Yeah, that's about it. Even though, I mean, Streets of Rage probably should be on here, but I need to go through and properly listen to the whole soundtrack again, because I haven't really rated it in the past. Streets of Rage 2. Streets of Rage 2 should probably be on here. I'll put it on at some point. And then, let's see, what else is on here? Yeah, there's a number of, like, PS1, PS2. PS2 already decently represented. PS1. This PS1 has got a number of 10s that are already on here. Oh, it says Turbo CD right there for E. Wait, Ys 3 Turbo CD. Ys 3 is on here twice, right? I just put it on twice. Or did I? Maybe not. Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Wait, which Ys 3 is this, then? Is that the Super Nintendo one? You know, the Genesis soundtrack of Ys 3 sounds really good. Even the Super Nintendo one that is not the best version of the soundtrack is still really good. Whatever, I don't care, it's on there. I don't know. Some people probably would disagree with that. I mean, maybe it should be an 8. Maybe this shouldn't be on here. It's definitely like one of the weakest versions of the soundtrack. You know what? I'm just gonna make it an it feels like it shouldn't be the Super Nintendo version. I still really like. I mean, it's still an amazing soundtrack. Even the weakest version of that soundtrack is like still an amazing soundtrack. But maybe it shouldn't actually be on there. I'll pick it off. I bet the Genesis one though should be on there. Genesis Ys 3. That would make Gizmo a little bit happier. Another Genesis game. That's one, I think. Hey, let's listen to it right now. Let's listen to the Genesis Ys 3 soundtrack right now. I think it's pretty amazing. The Village music. Yeah, this is really good. Okay, I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna lower that just so that it doesn't go on here because it kind of feels like it shouldn't go on. But I might put Genesis Ys 3 on here. We could have more Genesis representation. All right, still missing some system info. Let me just, it's just like mostly PS1 and PS2. Let's just go through them real quick. PS1, we got Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Cross, of course. Home Jammer Lammy, of course. Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy VIII. And there'll be more because I still have to put all the 9s. Persona 4, that would be PS2. Danganronpa 2. That should get credit for PSP, I guess, since that's the original release of that. And it's pretty much the same soundtrack. Katamari Damacy, PS2. Of course, you know, Katamari Damacy, that's gotta be way out there. Everybody knows that. You know, for good reason, that would be considered a popular choice. Final Fantasy XI, a PC game. Look, there's a PC game represented in the top 30. And it's Final Fantasy XI. I'm sure a choice everybody would agree with. Like, who could disagree with that? I can't imagine it. Persona 5. I played it on PS4. We'll just put PS4 for that. And same with Nier Automata. And yeah, that's everything on here so far. Now let's go through and now where were we? We were rating Symphony of the Night. Where does Symphony of the Night go on here? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What do we do with Castlevania Symphony of the Night? So, notice that I've given it a 9 and not a 10. I'm sure some people would demand it has a 10. I think there's a couple Castlevania soundtracks I think are better personally, including an NES one, Castlevania 2 in my opinion. And then also Rondo of Blood, I would put those higher. Symphony of the Night, it's a really good soundtrack for sure. Like, it's really, really good. It's extremely strong, like, very diverse set of tracks, and most of them are extremely high quality. They have some iconic tracks, including for me, like Dracula's Castle which I played just like, 10 minutes ago. Amazing. I mean, but the ones that Ventus brought up are both tracks I love as well. Well, there's a lot of tracks to love. Do you think this is Doki's music? Let's get to the music from, yeah, this is one of the iconic tracks from Ys 3. The Boys Got Wings. The music that plays when you're, like, entering a dungeon. Oh, this is up there in, like, the best music track. Perfectly fits to the game. Like, even just saying that is selling it short. It not only perfectly fits to the game, which, a really good soundtrack must perfectly fit to the game. It's a requirement. Like, for a soundtrack to be considered like in the upper echelon, that's a basic requirement. But not only that, like it has many tracks that are like iconic, I mean, it has some tracks that are iconic, like tracks that are just some of the, and it has some tracks that are up there
Like, the truly best soundtracks, the truly best game soundtracks, have to have music tracks that you would put in a list of the best music tracks. Now, Symphony of the Night, you know, what tracks in there do you think should be among the best pieces of music? Like, it's a high bar, you know? The only one for me that would get that high is, it would probably differ a bit depending on the person. The only one for me that's like that is Dracula's Castle, but I would consider Dracula's Castle. So, you see, the thing is, the reason why I would rank something like Castlevania 2 that high is because Castlevania 2, to me, has some of the most iconic music in the series. Like, Castlevania 2 has Bloody Tears, and it's got like Monster Dance, Bloody Tears, even the Village music. It's got tracks that have been reused over and over again because they're just iconic. They're some of the best tracks in the series. And I even think that Castlevania 2's particular rendition of those tracks is maybe the best of all. Like, it's just maybe the best. There's something the way it sounds. Something about the way it sounds in that NES version. It's got some of the most iconic tracks in the series. And it's got tracks that could rank among, like Bloody Tears, that could be in a list of like the 30 best music tracks, right? So that's what elevates Castlevania 2 to like the super upper top, you know? Whereas like Symphony of the Night, it's got a lot of really strong tracks, but I don't know if it has that like one track that is as iconic as that, you know? I kind of don't think it quite does. And even Rondo of Blood, the opening track, like the theme of Richter, I think is maybe better than any track from Symphony of the Night, probably. Just, I mean, by my tastes. But Symphony of the Night's still really good. So it's like it's almost a 10, you know. It should be like in the 9.4 range. Like it's still like it's way up there. It's way up there. Well, maybe 9.39. Maybe we'll put it right next to Faxanity. Yeah. Let's do that. To me, that feels about right. And that's what it's all about, because it's my list. To me, that feels about right. Let's put it there. So right now, it's like hovering in like the just barely the top 50, which I think is about right. Extremely good soundtrack. Is it one of the best? Like, it is an amazing soundtrack. The reason why many people would rank that so high is because many people who haven't played that many Castlevania, or like, it's a game that everybody's played, so that automatically makes it like a very popular, you know, games that everybody have played just have a natural advantage. Worse than Sonic R. Sonic R is amazing. Sonic R is amazing. Oh man, I do love this dungeon. I like this rendition of the dungeon music. Be careful. It's quite good. The boss song. Here, let's just kind of go through this real quick. Do. I actually like the Super Nintendo version of this track better, to be honest. But that's still pretty cool. This is a really good track as well. All right, where were we? So, Symphony of the Night. Very, very high. It ranks very, very high. I think some people would still prefer it ranks even higher than how I ranked it. But there's no doubt that I think it ranks very, 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 very high. All right, so Final Fantasy 7 and 8 I've already ranked, and 9, notice, doesn't quite get there because I've given it an 8. I don't know. This one I'm not really sure. Maybe it should be a 9. Final Fantasy 9 soundtrack. You know, the thing with Final Fantasy 9, I was comparing it to 7 and 8, and when I first played it, I just felt like it didn't quite live up to 7 and 8 to me. But I've grown to appreciate the soundtrack more. It's just that some of its like town themes and dungeon themes don't resonate with me that well. It's got some really good ones. I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna change this. I think it should be a 9. I feel like 8 is not giving it enough. I don't think it's as good as 7 and 8 soundtracks. I do think it's the weakest of the PS1. Only because the soundtracks for 7 and 8 are unbridled, no question about it, masterpieces. They're definite masterpieces. They're like among the best soundtracks. And like 9 is an extremely good soundtrack. I feel like it's maybe a step below them, but it's still extremely good. Now some people, like perhaps Demo, would definitely rank that even higher. And I just have some amazing tracks. I mean, it definitely has some track. I don't know. I think it. You could say that it has some tracks that verge on iconic. What do you guys think? Like 7 and 8 definitely have iconic music tracks. There's no doubt about that. But what is the most iconic music from Final Fantasy IX? Like, what would it be? I don't think Vivi's music theme counts, even though I really like that theme. I really like the boss theme, but I don't think that counts. It has an amazing final boss theme, but I still think that Final Fantasy 7 and 8s are better. Even though Final Fantasy 9 is amazing. It's amazing, but 7 and 8s are still better. Like the Extreme, and then like the 3 final boss tracks from 7 are mega god. Mega ultimate god. You know, 7 has One Winged Angel, that's obviously iconic. I don't know, I really like the map music a lot in 9, maybe even better than 7 and 8s. In particular, the map music I think is really good in 9. Like the theme that plays in the title, like do. Remember, they don't play the prelude in the title screen of Final Fantasy 9. I believe it's like that ancient theme that's like exclusive to 9. It's like do. Do you guys remember that? It's like it's got its own menu theme. I do, and that theme is also used within the game. It's a motif that's used for a bunch of songs, and I really like that. I like that motif a lot in 9. I don't think the battle music is that good in 9. Like the normal battle music, I prefer 7 and 8 quite a bit. Like the intro to Final Fantasy IX's battle music is too long and it's kind of annoying. And I don't know, it's the actual battle theme. Like the boss theme is really good though. The version of the prelude is good. Yeah, but I don't know. Is it better than 7's though? Because I feel like 7's is even more iconic. I feel like the most iconic version of the prelude is in 7. That plays over the menu or the opening. It's just too amazing. Too amazing. Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 6 and 4 and 6 probably have the most iconic pieces of music in the series. That's why I think those are the strongest. And like 7 is right there. It's right there. I think 8 is right there. I think 8's very underrated. It's an incredible soundtrack and it's like among the best. 9 is just, that's why I think it's just a step below. But it is a really strong soundtrack. It's got a lot of really nice tracks, especially if you like go back and listen to them again, maybe like you didn't notice the first time. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna upgrade. So I had it as what? What did I have it as before? 9 and 8? Or 8 and 8? I'm gonna upgrade it from 8 and 8 to 8 and 9, so that means it goes on the list, which, you know, I kind of think it should. Oh yeah, what about, right, I don't know. Like, so yeah, let's just go through this real quick. The Volcano music's pretty good. Theme of Chester. No, I don't know, you know what? This soundtrack's kind of an 8. It's a cool version of the Ys soundtrack, the Ys 3 soundtrack, but I'm sorry, I think it's kind of an 8. I think it's kind of an 8. I don't think it's quite, I don't know. There's, in some aspects, I even like the Super Nintendo one better, even though you're not supposed to, because it's considered a quote, bad version of the soundtrack. In some ways, I like the Super Nintendo one better. And definitely the PC Engine and arranged version of the Ys 3 soundtrack is much better. It's still better than that. It's solidly, yeah, it's still a really good soundtrack, but it's not quite at the upper echelon, I'd have to say. Wait. So yeah, let's go ahead. You know what? Sorry, Gizmo. I considered it, but it just didn't quite. I've never actually played Ys 3 on Genesis, but I would like to. I want to play like every version of Ys 3. Ys 3 is just such a good game. So I'm not gonna, I can't. I mean, it's pretty much the same game as the others, right? I kind of know what to rate it, but I'm not going to give it like a normal rating. I'm just going to give it the 8. I just can't go to 9. I know. I mean, I just don't. I think it's really good. It just doesn't quite get there for me. It doesn't quite get to the absolute top. It just doesn't quite get there. Yeah, I wish it did. Genesis soundtracks, they just don't. I'm not a Genesis hater. Like, I like a lot of Genesis music. I have a lot of Genesis music in my playlists. I enjoy a lot of it. But oh man, you want to hear a really good Genesis song? Here, what castle is it called? Castle Grostos. This is like a 10 out of 10 song now. I don't know. I haven't played the game, so I don't know. I haven't heard the. Oh, here's a from Ayu Densetsu 2. Oh, dude, here's a Genesis song that's 10 out of 10. Masterpiece. From a game that nobody's played, including me. I don't know the game at all. It's probably not even in English. Ayu Densetsu 2. But man, oh, this song is so good. Now this Genesis has got some amazing music, and I got a lot of it on my playlist and stuff. But I don't know, it doesn't rank as high for me as Super Nintendo music. No, you're right. I need to play more Genesis games. So it could just be, part of it could just be, there's definitely less games on this list than Super Nintendo as well. No, you're right about that. Well, that can always be amended on future streams, right? Anyway, where were we? We were doing PS1. Okay, Final Fantasy IX. How about this track, though? Isn't this track amazing? Gizmo, how about this track? Isn't this like one of the best Genesis songs you've ever heard? This track is so cool. Final Fantasy IX, where do we want to put that on here? So I bumped it up from 8 to 9, but it would still be... Considering that I just bumped it up, it would be below 9, I feel. It would be like... I don't know, I feel like it's... I feel like I was definitely underrating it, so it's not like... It's not that it's 8.5, maybe it's more like 8.75. Final Fantasy 9. So like, I don't know, like, yeah, I feel like to me it's like 8.75, maybe like 8.76 or 8.77, you know? You know what? Let's actually give it 8.75. Final Fantasy 9. PS1. Alright, there's another PS1. Don't worry, the PS1 will have much more representation. I'm gonna put it there. Alright, Final Fantasy Tactics on the list already, of course. As are all 10. Intelligent Cube. Oh, have you guys heard the music for Intelligent Cube? Have you guys heard the music for Intelligent Cube? Oh, the music for Intelligent Cube. Probably one of the best orchestrated soundtracks in a video game. It's among, like, if you want to talk about what are the best orchestrated soundtracks, this should be considered. Here, like, just, it's a puzzle game. It's like a cool, kind of unique little puzzle game on PS1. I played it on stream before, but I should play it again, because it's just such a cool game. Not only is the music like really nice and lush sounding, it's extremely memorable and catchy, and it suits the puzzle game so well. Like it doesn't just suit, like, just saying that it like suits the game is selling it so short. Like, it supremely elevates the feel of the game. Like, it makes it feel much cooler than I guess it probably actually is, because like without the music it would just be kind of a simple puzzle game, like unique and cool looking, but the music gives it so much flavor that it wouldn't have otherwise. This soundtrack is awesome. It's an amazing soundtrack. It's, I don't know. The only reason it's not a 10 is because I think there's really only a couple of tracks that are close to being what I would consider iconic. I don't think there are any particular tracks that are good enough to be on the ultimate best list of all time. So that's why it's not quite a 10. I don't know, it's more of a solid 9, I think. It's like a 9.1 or something. To me. Probably. It's maybe like, yeah, I don't know. Like around here. We'll put it below Shadowrun and above Willow. Where I think it goes. But an extremely good soundtrack. Is it from Star Wars? Yes. No. It's from Intelligent Cube. should try it, Gizmo. You should try Intelligent Cube. You like PS1 games. Intelligent Cube is like a very fun hidden gem puzzle game for PS1. All right, Jumping Flash. Love Jumping Flash, but the soundtrack, the soundtrack is really good, but not quite among the best. Kingsfield. So this would actually be Kingsfield 2 by the Japanese numbering system. It's kind of hard to number these on the sheet because the numbering system is like so weird. Because there's 2 Kingsfield 1s. Because Kingsfield 2 was brought to America as Kingsfield 1, and the actual Kingsfield 1 was not brought to America. So there's like, Kingsfield 2 is more commonly known as Kingsfield 1. But anyway, that's the one I mean. That's the one that I'm giving the 9 to here. In fact, honestly, I feel like it should almost be a 10. It's one of my favorite sound. I love Kingsfield soundtrack so much. Like, my love for it has only grown over the years. Like, it's my go-to. When I think of a soundtrack, like if you're playing let's say you're playing some sort of like old computer dungeon crawler that has no music, or maybe you're playing a new dungeon crawler, or let's say you're playing like that has no music, or let's say you're playing like some board game, like one of those like these like newfangled kind of dungeon keeper board games, and you're trying to find some good music. My go-to music is from Kingsfield, this Kingsfield game. It's like let's play some music from it. It's like the absolute best dungeon crawling music in existence, as far for my money. So it should be a 10. I love this track, the track that plays when you first like for the first area, when you like just kind of you like wake up on this pier and you go to this like the beach, and there's like a gigantic kraken not far away that can one-shot you. Just kind of avoid him, and you like go into the caves along the beach and you just start exploring, and it's all this music. And there's like a light. There's like it starts out kind of open because you can like go along the piers and explore a lighthouse to find a spell, or you can like go a ways down the beach and explore like a pirate's cave, or you can explore like the intended way, like the basic kraken cave with like the little kraken, or you can go to the left. You can walk past the giant kraken, which is kind of stay out of his range. It's not that hard to do, and you like go to this like waterfall. There's all these areas accessible from the beginning. Like, it's so cool. It's very reminiscent of like something like Dark Souls 1. The level design in Kingsfield 1 is just so good. It's one of my favorite games. You know, the more I think about it, the more it should just be 10-10. It's one of those games like Final Fantasy XI where like the more I think about it, the more I play it over the years, my love for it just increases. My appreciation for how good it is just increases. I will say that the original Kingsfield for PS1, the one that didn't get brought over to America, that one is much rougher, and I don't like that one nearly as much, but it's still a really cool game. It still has it's still got a really cool atmosphere to it. Oh man, this music is amazing. Like, to me, it's obviously not iconic from a cultural standpoint because a lot of people don't know the soundtrack, but to me, every track in the soundtrack is iconic. And that's what it's all about. Like Kingsfield 2, aka Kingsfield 3 by the Japanese numbering, I definitely don't think reaches the same heights. I don't think the level design is quite as good. It's more spread out. It's less interconnected. It's less clever. And the soundtrack's not quite as good, but it's still really good. But Kingsfield 2... and Kingsfield 4 is extremely good as well. I just played that for the first time a couple years ago. Kingsfield 4, that's a PS2 game. Also extremely good, but I think ultimately my favorite is still the second one. What did I rate Kingsfield? Kingsfield 4 also double 9s. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something crazy. I'm just going to bump this up to 10-10. Fuck it! I'm doing it because to me that feels right. I'm doing Kingsfield 10. Kingsfield 10. I wish there were 10 games in the Kingsfield series. This is one of my favorite video games. Without a doubt, it's one of my favorites. So it deserves to. You know what? I've got to change. Now I've got to change the normal ranking for it as well. But let's just do that. Alright, it used to be 9-9. I put notations for whenever I change something in the sheet, when I change numbers, so that like the history is kind of preserved. Right. Okay, so in the normal rankings, Kingsfield used to be, let's see, 9.29. Let's bump it up to... Oh man, you also got to keep track of... I've bumped it up once already. Let's bump it up again. Man, I forgot that I keep track of all the different... There might be some like decimal point changes here that I forgot to make notes of. Oh well. Oh well. Oh man, this track is really good too. This is like one of the best pieces of atmosphere music of all time, as far as I'm concerned. This track is so amazing. I don't think I need to turn it up because like the track is just kind of low. I'm just gonna turn it up to max. Fuck it. I hope I remember to turn the music back down. Kingsfield. Alright, so... Yeah, the more I think about it, like Kingsfield is just like one of the best video games. 9.6? 9.62. How about 9.62? Let's put it actually above Zelda 2. I mean, really thinking about it though, it's one of the video games I most want to just play all the time. I just love playing it. Like, to be, like, honestly speaking, I would probably rather play Kingsfield than, like, all of these games. Except for maybe Umihara Kawase. Maybe not the top 10. Let me see. I wouldn't put it above Demon Souls. Maybe I'm going to put it crazy high. I think I'm about to put Kingsfield extremely crazy high. Not above Chrono Trigger, not above Third Strike. I guess not above Persona 4, Metal Gear Solid 3, Bayonetta. No, can't do that. That's too crazy. Above Super Mario 3? Maybe. Sekiro? Doom? Maybe now. Now maybe. Earthbound, Contra 3. You know, Contra 3 might be a bit too low. Contra 3 might be a bit. Above Splatoon 2? Yes. Yes, above Splatoon 2. Oh, you know what I did here? The way I've been recording the rankings is originally when I re-ranked these, I kept the number that it was placed at and not the decimal. But since then I've been recording the decimal. I think I forgot to note some changes though at some point. Some stuff has changed. Notice that Dark Souls has never been changed. It's always been at number 1 of all time. But like Silent Hill 2 used to be at 7. Silent Hill 1 used to be at number 20. It just doesn't make sense. Umihara Kawase used to be at number 19. I guess Nocturne has always been at number 5. Bloodborne used to be at number 14. Notice how that got. Super Mario 64 got bumped down. From number 2. That used to be my number 2 best game of all time, but some of these have gotten bumped down a little bit. See, this actually, that number should be red because it was increased, not decreased. That's right. How's Battletoads so high? Because it's one of my favorite video games. Battletoads is that high because it's one of my favorite video games. This is a game I can go back to and play endlessly. Like I think it's one of the most amazing video games ever crafted by humans. That's why. It's an endlessly fun game. Now, the Big Mine music track is not one of my favorites. It's probably one of my least favorites, but it's still really good. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be below all of these, though. Elden Ring, Earthbound. Man, Elden Ring is really high, isn't it? I feel like Contra 3 could actually still be. You have not played the preset. That's pretty much it. Metal Gear Solid 1. Like, how high do I honestly, I want to put it extremely high. I want to put it extremely high. That's what I want to do. So I just should, right? If I want to do it, then I should. That's how it works. I'm going to actually put it above Street Fighter 3, but below Chrono Trigger. I'm just going to put it crazy, crazy high. Whoops, I deleted this shit. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, well, it was at 9.3. Oh man, wait, I've got to undo that. I gotta fix this. The song is loud. Oh yeah, sorry. The other track is just so quiet. I had to turn it. All right, well, we fixed that quickly. Yeah, sorry about that. Kingsfield just has to be moved up. I have to move it up to the top 13. We just have to do it. It has to be done. It has to be done. Sorry. Yeah, higher than Metal Gear Solid 3? Yes. Yes, higher than Metal Gear Solid 3. In terms of, like, I'd rather play it than Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah. There, now Kingsfield is in its appropriate spot. I might need to go through and like re-rate some of the, like, might need to go through and adjust my ratings more. Stuff like that. And also, like, I feel like Contra 3 is too low just from looking at this. I don't know. So that decimal is going to increase a lot. Now it's going to be 9.87. That's quite a huge bump up. That's just for the normal ranking. Now for the music ranking, that means it goes up here somewhere. Where does it go? It's going to be really high. But is it higher than Ys 3? No. Is it better than Star? It's really high. It should be really high. This is just one of the coolest soundtracks. In my opinion, it's just one of the coolest. I just love it. Enjoy music. This track, for like the end game area, is super cool. I mean, or the final area, the final-ish area. Maybe penultimate. I really want to put it just super, super high, to be honest. The soundtrack as well. Like, I want to put it in. You know, when I first played the game, I didn't think it was... I don't know if the soundtrack didn't make that big of an impression on me either, and the game didn't make that much of an impression on me. But the more I played it, the more I've grown to love it. To the point where it's just, I recognize that this, I guess you have to kind of like this style of music, this kind of dungeony music, but I've grown to like it more and more. And now this is like, as far as ambient music, like ambient dungeon music, I think this is the #1 best ambient dungeon music soundtrack of all time. Me's the #1. It's got to be really high. I'm gonna actually put it in the top 10. We're gonna have to put it in the top 10. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, it has to be in the top 10. That's just how good it is. Alright, a new entry into the top 10. King's Field for music. You know, it's just... It deserves to be that high for me. This deserves it. And I've got my like I've played through the game twice. It's one of the few games I've streamed through twice. Like of this sort of like adventure dungeon crawler, because it's like a 12-hour game. Not counting something like Umihara Kawase or Battletoads. I did a New Year's stream where I played through the whole game in one sitting, like 15-hour stream. I just love this game so much. No, you know, I want to try Ultima Underworld at some point, see what I think of it. Looks interesting. Doesn't look like it quite manages to have the same kind of atmosphere that King's Field does, but it looks cool though. But it's kind of a different kind of game. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how we respond to it. So King's Field, all right. Deserves to be that high. It has been entered. What else? Metal Gear Solid, another extremely good soundtrack. And maybe that one should be a 10. Dude, maybe Metal Gear Solid. I think that Metal Gear Solid has got to be the best soundtrack in that series. Metal Gear Solid 3 I would put as the better game, but Solid 1 I think has the best soundtrack of any Metal Gear game. And it's way up there. It's just an incredible soundtrack. It's incredible. Like all the different music for like the different areas. Let's play some of them. He did such a good job with that soundtrack. Definitely iconic. Let's see, where's the... This music in particular, which sort of sounds like a remix of Theme of Tara, the original MSX music, like the original like first area. I mean, maybe I don't know. It's like sort of reminiscent of Theme of Tara, which is also a very iconic track. Like this music is so. I think I have this too loud, probably. Probably have this a bit too loud. I don't know. Should it be a 10? Metal Gear Solid 1, should it be a 10 soundtrack? I'll keep it at a 9. No, you know what? I'm going to keep it at a 9. This one I'm not going to change. I'm going to keep it at a 9. I think that's good enough, but it's kind of close to being a 10. Kind of close. So it should be a high 9. It should be like 9 point. I have a lot of high 9s though. Maybe like a 9.38 or 3. Is it above Symphony of the Night? Or Alundra? We have Alundra, Symphony of the Night here. Higher than Sonic R? It is not higher than Sonic R. Sorry, it's not. I think maybe right around Alundra and Symphony of the Night, though. It's about, maybe just like slightly lower. Let's put it right next to Contra, I think. Yeah, right about here. I don't know, that feels pretty good for Metal Gear Solid, like 9.37. Let's go with that. Very, very high. Alright. Parappa the Rappa. I don't know if I can play the songs from Parappa. I think those might possibly have a chance of getting a mute. Although, there's a lot of really good music in Parappa, aside from even just like the rap. Of course, like everybody knows Chop Chop Master Onion. There's a lot of really good music. I love his sound. I love the soundtrack. But I love Jammer Lammy's music even more. But like the songs in this game are just amazing. Just amazing. Everybody down when you come, you gotta do what? You gotta do what? I gotta believe. Yeah, such a good. Even like the title theme music. Oh, let's just play like the title screen music. How about that? Where's the full OST? Where's the full soundtrack? This. Remember how good just the title theme music is in Parappa the Rapper? It's unbelievable. You gotta do what? I gotta believe. So good. So much good music in that game. Another very, very good soundtrack. I already have Jammer Lammy like all the way up here, right? So it's gonna be below that, but where do we put this one? Where do we put Parappa? Maybe like I'm thinking like a 9.35. Love Mr. Leo, how's it going? Hey, good to see you. Welcome to another music rating stream. I'm getting into ranking now the PS1 soundtracks, and there's also a little bit of history revisionism because I realized that Kingsfield 2 I just have rated way too low, and I realized it's one of my favorite video games of all time, and I increased it from like number 80 on my top list to number 13. It's now number 13. But Mr. Leo, don't worry. History has been preserved. See, look. The old rating is still there. See, 9.29. So now you, Mr. Leo, you can, when you go on my sheet, you're going to be like, whoa, Kingsfield is so high. It used to be, at one point, it was 9.19, and now it's 9.87. So now, a full record of the changes in my brain have been recorded, Mr. Leo. So it's not, remember, it's not history that's revising. It's my brain that's revising. My brain, I've gone mad with power, the power to fully record everything in my brain. Okay, Mr. Leo. Mr. Leo, how are you doing today? So I had to bump that up, and then otherwise we've just been adding, music to the thing. Parappa the Rappa. Okay, I think I love the soundtrack, but I think 9.35 is good enough for that. It's not like that, like the best songs are still in Jammer. So 9.35 is fine, but it is an extremely good soundtrack for sure. Parasite Eve, of course, that's like in the top 10 already. Parasite Eve 2, we just played that. The soundtrack's not nearly as good. It doesn't get onto like a top list, but I do still like that. All right, Persona 1 and Persona 2. In PS1 games, you rank high with the music, but low overall as a game. So far, no. Take a quick look. Take a quick scan. Most games that I rank the music high also get comparable scores. There's usually not more than like a 2-point difference. Usually. There's like only like, you can almost count them on one hand, maybe two hands, the number of games where like the separation between the scores is like 4 or more points. But I don't know. Let's quickly. I mean, not the Persona games. Not Resident Evils. Not Silent Hill. Not Star Ocean 2. Tomb Raider 1 gets a 10 and an 8. All the scores are pretty close. Like everything's with Wild 9 has a 3-point swing between like a because I didn't like the music. Oh, Devilman. You see, like Devilman, I like that. It was I think it's like 7-7 or something. Because like both the soundtrack and the game itself are like 7-6. Both the soundtrack and the game are like pretty good, but not amazing. One doesn't excel over the other. Yeah, it's true, Gizmo. I didn't finish the first level of Wild 9, so you should take. I mean, it's just a matter of. That's just my impression of the game. Like, it's a matter of whether the score would change after finishing it. Like, maybe it would change a lot. I think a lot of times your first impression of a game is going to be pretty close to your final impression after beating it. But there's going to be times when it's going to change a lot. Is that the case in Wild 9? I don't know. I think it's pretty rare that it changes a lot. It might change a little bit. For game put at 6, Chrono Cross. I don't know about that. I don't really know. I don't think I put it that low. Let's continue. The Chrono Cross is it's already up here among the top. I actually put Chrono Trigger higher for music. You know, I actually put Chrono Trigger higher than Chrono Cross. But sometimes I find myself saying that like Cross has better music. But I mean, I don't know what I think. I feel I'm very familiar with both sides. I don't know. I think maybe I do think that Trigger really. I mean, that's what I have here in my sheet. What do you think? What do you guys think between Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger's music? Let me play some more music. I can't play Parappa music though. Let's play Persona 1 music. I just think that Chrono Trigger's music is like they're both really iconic. But like the intro theme to Chrono Cross in particular, the intro theme to Chrono Cross is like among the best intro themes of all time. But then again, so is Chrono Trigger's. I might put Chrono Cross's intro theme above Chrono Trigger's. And Chrono Cross has a lot of amazing tracks, but the overall soundtrack, I think Trigger might be stronger. I think it might have more iconic tracks. Like the battle theme might be better in Cross. But I think Chrono Cross does have that really cool final boss track. I think that you like, what is it called? Like the Dragon God or something? Yeah, oh do do, oh da ba da ba. Like, you know that track, right? That track's super cool. But don't you think the final boss theme in Chrono Trigger is better? Do no 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 do no 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 no. Boom boom boom. Like, I don't know. What do you think? I think the final boss theme in Chrono Trigger is better. I think Chrono Trigger, like, I just think it has maybe better dungeon themes overall. I think it's got an overall stronger soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know. I think it is better. It's just that Chrono Cross has got one of the best intro songs of all time. That's all. It just has one of the best intro songs and an overall incredible soundtrack. Well, I mean, the Super Nintendo sound chip I love as well, and Chrono Trigger's soundtrack, like in utilizing the sound chip, it might utilize it better than any other game, possibly. Well, it's up there, like along with like, you know, the greats, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 4 and 6. That makes sense, Gizmo. You do tend to. It's easier to care about games you played, of course. All right, where's the original Be Your Own Mind? There's not the PSP version because it's a different soundtrack. It's like very different. Megami Ibanroku Persona. Too bad it's like not a complete soundtrack on YouTube. I do love this soundtrack. I love the game. I've talked about how I want to replay this game really badly soon. And I love the soundtrack, but it's definitely not the best soundtrack in the series. Like Just because Persona 4 and 5 in particular have amazing God soundtracks. And 3, kind of. And 2. Like, all the Persona soundtracks are really, really strong. I never played Breath of Fire 3. It's not on my list. None of the Breath of Fires. I've only played Breath of Fire 1. But I've heard Breath of Fire 3 is really, really good. I've heard it's really, really good. I wonder if it would... It's a PS1 game, right? A lot of PS1 games have amazing soundtracks. It could possibly get on my list. We probably have to play it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. So Persona 1 music, I think, is a pretty solid 9. I love the soundtrack. It's a different kind of soundtrack than like the Shoji Meguro ones. It's much more ambient, but it's that cool kind of PS1 style of ambience where it's like extremely memorable. It's got a lot of actually like kind of techno sound and electronic sounding music. It's a really kind of cool, unique kind of ambient soundtrack. Like, I mean, it's like part ambient, but it does also have like kind of more catchy kind of RPG songs as well. I mean, I really like it, but it's not like necessarily like in the upper echelon. And maybe even, if anything, it's like below a 9. It's like an 8 point something. Even though I do love the soundtrack. Maybe like an 8.89. I'll put it here. And I don't know, maybe I'll go crazy and change my mind at a later time. But I think that is how I feel about Persona 1. Now, man, you know, now I have to like weigh Persona 2 against Persona 1. It's actually a really tough call, ranking the soundtracks between Persona 1 and probably most people don't even know the soundtracks. Yeah, now you're making me want to listen to Breath of Fire 3 music. Did you play Breath of Fire 3, Mr. Leo? Have you played it? The Persona 2. And there's also the Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. I don't have an Innocent Sin on the list because I haven't actually played it yet. Well, I haven't done a full playthrough of it. I started to do a playthrough of the PSP version, but I realized that I really wanted to play the original version instead. So yeah, we need to specifically listen to the Eternal Punishment. Eternal Punishment soundtrack might be weaker than Innocent Sins. Well, I have fully listened to both. Yeah, I do think probably Eternal Punishments is a little bit weaker. But it's got some really, really good songs, nevertheless. Again, it's more of like electronic kind of ambient, like Persona 1, but it's kind of got a different flavor. This is the character theme, which is one that I really like. Hi, Skills. How's it going? Can't Mothra. You know, it's a tough call. Well, I feel like, honestly, Eternal Punishment soundtrack is probably a little bit weaker than Persona 1's. But Innocent Sins could be higher. So that's where we're going to go right now. Persona 1. I wish I could kind of should put the full title here, but... like what is it? Megami Even Roku Persona? Well, I won't worry about it right now. I think for Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, we're going to put it at around like... I do think it's weaker than Persona 1's soundtrack. I do. Like, now that I think about it. I do really love it. It has a great battle theme now. Just like as far as it doesn't necessarily have very good final boss music. Or just normal. The boss music isn't that great. But the battle theme is super good. It's like it's one of those like battle themes I could listen to. Oh, this is the remix. I like the original better. Yeah, this is it. I love this battle theme. It's one of my favorite pieces of music from the whole game. It just this battle theme like builds so well. Cool, Skittles. How's things going in the office? I don't know, Skittles. I always find it that weird as well. To me, it's like unpleasant trying to watch streams on my phone. The worst thing, just watching them is fine, but like I always want to talk in streams. Like, actually trying to talk using your phone is a miserable experience, and yet people do it all the time. Weird, isn't it? I think we'll go around like an 8.72 for Persona Eternal Punishment. That feels about right. Man, how about this battle theme? I love this. I love this battle theme. All right, that sounds about right. Let's go with that. All right. Rayman. Do you guys remember when we played through Rayman like years ago? That was before. It was like right before Fliptendo started. Right before Fliptendo started, and we did the full playthrough of Rayman. It took like 35 hours. It's extremely difficult. I love Rayman soundtrack. The first Rayman on PS1. It's got an amazing soundtrack. But it's kind of a weird sound. It's like it's very much an early PS1 soundtrack with like songs that like don't loop that well and they're kind of short maybe, and like a lot of the music's very ambient too. But it's just like really cool ambient music. But it also has really catchy themes as well, like this. Oh no, my weird, like this? You mean like this, Skittles? Do you see this? Alright, can you make these out? Weird expressions for Skittles. Weird expressions for Skittle. Brow. Was that good content, Skittles? Oh man, you couldn't make that out though. You were really missing out there. Do I give Alpha music? Not on the list, Skittles, sorry. Oh man, Rayman's got a mix of like really cool ambient. Like this is kind of ambient, but it's memorable ambient that I like. Like listen to like stuff like this. PS1 was such a god era for music. Like Rayman should be really high. But it's not a 10. It's not a 10. It's not a 10 out of 10. It doesn't quite have like the iconic level of. It doesn't have a single song that can compete with like the best songs, you know. It's more just like an overall extremely strong soundtrack. So I don't know. I think like a 9.1 or like a Rayman is fine. Like 9.1, like maybe even 8.9 actually. Yeah, maybe actually no, maybe like an 8.9. I do love the soundtrack, but maybe like an 8.9. Or something. Let's put it above Bravely Default. No, you know what? Put it above. Wait, let me look at these. No, let's put it a little bit higher. Let's put it. Let's actually put it above all of these, including Gradius 3. Let's actually put it here. It can at least be that high, 8.97. Whoops, Gradius 3 should say Super Nintendo. And wait, what am I? Oh, I'm doing. Oops. This is the wrong list. Oops. Did I make any other mistakes? Did I make any other mistakes? I'm on the wrong list. I don't think I changed anything else. Because I just put Persona 2 in and it's like right there. Whoops. No, sorry. This list. I was putting in the normal ranking and not the music ranking. It sounds like I call them Raymans. Well, Skittles, everybody loves Raymans. And everybody loves Rayman. Especially the first one. Nobody hates the first Rayman on PS1. It's everybody's favorite Rayman. Everybody loves the difficulty. Including me. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. Super Mario RPG, Maniac Mansion, Ninja Gaiden 3. Do we want to put it above these? Hook? Well, actually, maybe we don't want to put it above these. I don't know. Oh, maybe we do. Yeah, maybe I do want to put it above these. Hook, Crystalis, Last Alert, Ninja Gaiden 3, Super Mario RPG. Even Super Mario RPG? Actually, maybe it should go just above Ninja Gaiden 3 and just below Super Mario RPG and Maniac Mansion Sky Shark. Yeah. That feels about right. You guys think that feels about right? Well, I mean, to me, it feels about right. You guys would have your own rankings. Gizmo, he's top list would be just flooded with Genesis games. Saturn, maybe. Yeah, the PC and Jaguar and Saturn ports of Rayman are just the same. I believe they're like mostly the same game with some different quirks. But they probably all have pretty much identical soundtracks. I'm pretty sure. So Rayman's gonna go there. Still haven't played Rayman 2 yet. Resident Evil, a game we just played recently. I do love the Resident Evil 1 and 2 soundtracks quite a bit. As you guys know. Big fan of those. Like, in particular, there's a bunch of different iconic tracks from Persona 1. I mean, Resident Evil 1. Like, I love this credit song, Still Dawn, even though some people consider this to be, like, cheesy. But I love it. I love this. Although Resident Evil 2 probably has the best. That would probably be a little bit too cheesy for some people, but it's perfect for me. But the best, though, the most iconic music from this game is just simply the normal mansion music. There's a lot of really good music from the game. Where is it? Where is it in this freaking list? It's all out of order. All out of order. Fuck, man. Like, just... Wait. This. Just this. Like, to me, this is some of the most iconic horror game music of all time. Just this mansion, like, in particular, like, this... And this song has some kind of remixed versions. Like, there's a different version for the second floor that sounds kind of similar, but sounds quite similar. And there's also like remixed versions when you return to the mansion later that kind of sound like this, but like more tense. And the guardhouse music is super cool. There's a bunch of like really cool. Man, it's such a really good soundtrack, Resident Evil 1. It's hard to say whether I like 1 or 2 more. I think I put 1 a bit above 2, probably. This soundtrack is almost a 10. Resident Evil 1, but I think I'm gonna keep it at a 9. Like, it almost could be a 10. It's that good. It's such a good horror game soundtrack. It's one of the things that like super elevates Resident Evil 1 for me. Soundtrack. I think, but I will put it, I don't know, like maybe like right around Symphony of the Night. Maybe just a little bit above Symphony of the Night and Alundra. Worse than Metal Gear Solid OST? Nah, I don't know. I think it's right around Metal Gear Solid 1's OST, but maybe a little bit better. I don't know. I could have underrated Metal Gear Solid 1's OST a little bit, but I think that's about what to me that feels like where it should be. They're all really close to me. Like all of these, including Resident Evil 1 soundtrack is like really close. But I would probably give Resident Evil 1's the edge. Oh, I don't know. Well, let me think about it a little bit more. Let's listen to some more tracks from Resident Evil 1. The second floor theme is really cool as well. Notice says that. Wait, why did it switch to Resident Evil 0 music? Fuck. That's not as good. Windy Heliport. There's so much good music. Like even just something like this. Just like the cutscene music when you rescue the other party, it's like so good in this. Like everything is so good in Resident Evil 1. Such a high level soundtrack. It's such a high level soundtrack. Tyrant's music is pretty cool. It's like not the best. Oh, actually, the second Tyrant boss theme is really cool. I find it really memorable. Wesker's theme is pretty cool. Pretty cool music. third floor of the laboratory. I don't know, man. It's such a good soundtrack. Yeah, I'm feeling like 9.39 is about the right level. I kind of want to put it like exactly next to Symphony of the Night. Like exactly next to it. So we'll just have multiple 9.39s. Do we put it above or below Symphony of the Night? Like it's basically tied. It doesn't really matter. I'll give Symphony of the Night the slight edge. So yeah, it's gonna go above Metal Gear Solid 1 for now, but like they're insanely close. So you can't we don't need to nitpick. I mean, it's like a 0.02 difference on my scale. You don't need to nitpick that, right? All right, what's next? Resident Evil 2. What do you guys think has a better soundtrack between Resident Evil 1 and 2? I think, Resident Evil 2 soundtrack is super strong, but I think I give the edge to 1. Resident Evil 2 also has a lot of really cool pieces of ambient music, let's see, the front hall. A lot of it's kind of iconic to me as well, like this. I know, Gizmo. I'd probably give this slight edge to Resident Evil 1. Like this, you hear this when you first enter the police station. It's like pretty iconic. Like everybody remembers this music, and then when you the first floor exploration, it's a very similar style to Resident Evil 1's music, but it fits the police station theme very well. But even though it does do that, the music in Resident Evil 1 is just a tad more iconic to me overall, like the mansion music. I do really there's a couple of later pieces, like the marshalling yard, that I think are incredible. Like this I think is incredible, and there's one or two others. Like I love this. So it's like just a slight step below Resident Evil 1, I think. But I will put it below Metal Gear Solid 1's soundtrack. I'll put it, I think I'll put it just below Parappa the Rapper and just above Legend of the Mystic Ninja. Yeah, let's put it there. Evil 2. Such a good soundtrack. Alright, what else? Silent Hill 1 is already on the list. It's already at the top. Like it beats everything. Almost everything except for Secret of Mana and Silent Hill 2. Star Ocean 2. Oh. That's a really good soundtrack as well. That's really, 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 really good. Are you guys familiar with Star Ocean 2's soundtrack? This is like the prime, as far as I've ever heard, and I haven't heard all of his music, but in terms of Motoi Sakuraba music, this is the ultimate prime soundtrack he's ever made, for my money. But I haven't necessarily heard all of his stuff. I've heard some of his other stuff. It's just, that's the impression. That's what I think. Probably. Like stuff like the Venerable Forest is just so iconic to me. Dark Ocean 2. I gotta play this game on stream someday, because it's just a game that I love. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So what? It's a 9, right? Not a 10. This is one that almost should be a 10 as well. It almost should be a 10. If it's not a 10, it's really close. It's a near masterpiece soundtrack. It's got a lot of really cool boss themes, but they're not all the most iconic. Some of them are kind of weird and messy sounding. But just the fact that it has so many is really cool. And the final boss theme is incredible. It's got a lot of good cutscene music. The map music is pretty good. The battle theme is here. Where's the battle theme? The battle theme is very memorable. This is the battle theme, the normal one. Very cool battle theme. I do think this is a I like the soundtrack to Shining the Holy Art. We played that. That's another Motoi Sakuraba. But this is a couple steps better than that. Such a good soundtrack. It's so good. It's such... Like, let's just look here. You know, it's better than some of these other... It's better than Alundra. It's better than Symphony of the Night. It's better than Resident Evil. It's better than Metal Gear Solid. It is better than all of those, for sure. It's above these. It's above all of these. So I'm thinking maybe like 9.45. But below Sonic R, maybe? Maybe it should be a 10. Maybe Star Ocean 2's music should be a 10. Oh, it's got one of the most amazing, like, it has an optional, like, post-game bonus dungeon. Also, the credits song is incredible. What is it called? Mission to Outer Space, I think? Maybe? Mission to Deep Space. This is one of my favorite songs. I love the credits music is so good. Like the final boss is so good. The town themes are pretty amazing too. This is probably a little bit loud, and you guys, I should turn that down a bit. This is probably a 10 out of 10 soundtrack. It's a 10 out of 10. I have to. Sorry, Mr. Leo. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to raise this to a 10. It's a 10. It's not a 9. It's a 10. I made a mistake. The soundtrack is 10 out of 10. It's too good. I do like it better than like Symphony of the Night. Like all these other ones we've been talking about, I do like it better. I do. It's another one of these 10-10 games. You like it. Yeah, maybe so, Gizmo, but it's just such a diverse, amazing soundtrack. It is one of the best RPG soundtracks. Like, it's right up there with Secret of Mana. It has to be the best Sakuraba soundtrack. Like, it's just gotta be. What could possibly be better? It's hard to imagine a soundtrack being better than this. Like, any freaking soundtrack. It's not as good as Secret of Mana, but... Man, I way underrated the soundtrack, I think. It's actually extremely good. In fact, it kind of goes more up here. I think it's maybe... Is it better than Final Fantasy VIII? It's definitely better than Final Fantasy IX for sure. Maybe it's not quite as good as Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, maybe it's not better. Maybe it's not that good. In fact, I think I'll actually put it down here at the bottom of the tens. I'm gonna put it at like a 9.68. Yeah, I don't want to put it. I don't know. We'll put it below Final Fantasy V and Nier Automata and Rondo Blood and Persona 5. We'll put it below those, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe should... Or should it be even higher? Should it be even higher? Oh, that's a tough call. Should it be even higher? Such an amazing soundtrack. Like, it's just, man, just thinking about it. Like, let me play, like, the town song. Where's the town? Purest Stream. This song is so good. It's one of the best town themes of all time. It's so lush. Like, this is one of the most lush, beautiful town themes ever created. I mean, not all the dungeons have the most amazing music, I suppose. although pretty good. The dungeon themes maybe could be a little bit better in this game, I would say. Would say that. Like the soundtrack has some really, really high highs. It doesn't have, I don't know. Maybe it is overall worse than Final Fantasy VIII. Probably. Man, it's so close though. I don't know. I want to almost put it above. I mean, Persona 5 soundtrack is crazy good too, though. It's crazy good. Let me. You know what? 9.68 is a little too low. Maybe it should be more like. I'll go as high as 9.73 for this soundtrack. 9.73. It's just too good. It's too good of a soundtrack, Star Ocean 2. It's just too good. Let's put it there. Such a good soundtrack. All right, Star Ocean 2. Let's listen to some Breath of Fire 3 music. Like, now Mr. Leo has got me curious about how Breath of Fire 3... I don't think I've ever checked out this soundtrack. What other Sakuraba soundtracks are... like, who made this soundtrack? I don't know. What other Motoi Sakuraba soundtracks are there? Like, there's, what is that game called? Like, Golden Dawn or something? No, that's not what it's called. I forget. The one that Skittles played? There's that. There's, you know, there's Shining in the Holy Ark. He might have done the soundtrack to Shining in the Darkness as well. Who did this soundtrack? Escape. Variation. Escape again. It seems like a pretty cool soundtrack. Ooh, let's see this. Do your best. We'll just listen to this while we go down the list here. Okay, so Star Ocean 210. I had to change that to 10 now. Suikoden. Do you guys know how good the Suikoden 1 soundtrack is? Notice that Suikoden 2, I'm not super familiar with the music, but Suikoden 1, I'm sure it's really good. And the Tekken games had really good music too. Tekken 1, 6? That seems way too low for the music of Tekken. That seems way too low. How is that a 6? That's insane. Ooh, this song is quite good. This song is quite good. Do your best. That's quite good, I would say. I don't know. I'm not sure if Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 I remember having really good soundtracks too. The Tekken games on PS1 have amazing soundtracks. This is cool. Listen to this. This sounds like that Chrono Trigger. It's got like kind of a Chrono Trigger sound to it. Chrono Trigger like forest music. That sounds like a really cool soundtrack as well. Play it sometime. Suikoden 1. Man, Suikoden's music is amazing as well. Maybe that should be a 10. I don't know. Not that song though. Yeah, the battle music in Suikoden 1 is not that great though. It's kind of weak. Oh, this is not the battle theme. They have like there's like a war mini game. We fight a war between like armies, and that's the theme. That song's pretty good. Oh, this is like the map music, I think, or maybe it's the ship music. That's really good. Persona, like Suikoden 1. What a great soundtrack. Find one. Maybe not that theme. Wait, where's the really good ones? Oh, this one. This is the theme music of your island fortress that grows throughout the course of the game, and it's a really good, memorable, super strong theme. There's a lot of really. We got to play through Suikoden games sometime. Man, you know, like, oh, this has got to be really high. Suikoden's got to be really high. Suikoden 1 is it's an underrated soundtrack. I mean, people rate it high. People like it, but I don't think people realize how amazing it is. Quite frankly, it's better than Symphony of the Night. And even Resident Evil, it's better than these. And probably Alundra as well. It's probably better than all of those. You almost want to say, it feels like it should be like a 9.6, you know? I guess the RPG boost, like Gizmo says, but just RPGs have such good music, though. I don't think it's quite as good as Star Ocean 2. I don't think it's quite that good, but man, it feels like it should be a 9.6. It feels like it's solid, even above like Sonic R. It feels like it's better than like all of these solidly, you know? Oh man, this soundtrack is so non-generic. Like, listen to some of these songs. Like, oh, this song is so cool. It's this game's got the coolest town music. It's like Red Book audio as well. It's like some of the best done Red Book audio. Dude, Suikoden is so good. You know what? I have to bump this up to a 10 as well. It's a 10. The soundtrack is a 10. It's incredible. It's an incredible soundtrack. I have to bump it up. It's not necessarily like the best RPG. I feel pretty comfortable with giving it an 8 out of 10. But the soundtrack, this is such amazing, catchy music right here. Do, 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 do. Like, what great town music. So even Gizmo loves it. Like, it's so good. So that's gonna get a 10. I have to change it. Whoops, it used to be 8. It used to be 8 and 9. Now it's 8 and 10. It's got to get a boost. So now Suikoden 1 is here. All right. I feel like Tekken is like way underrated, man. Tekken music is so good. I have to like go back and re-listen to all the Tekken soundtracks though. But Tekken 1, the soundtrack I'm pretty familiar with because I went through and listened to all those tracks somewhat recently, and they're so good. Like, this track is amazing. This track is so good. I don't know, I gotta re-listen to Tekken 2 and 3 soundtracks sometime. Maybe we'll listen to them on stream. 6 is way too low. I think maybe 6 for the game is fine, though. Tekken 1 is kind of a little bit rough. Tekken 2 and 3 were much better games than 1. Tekken 1 is a little bit rough, but the soundtrack is incredible. I don't know how I gave this a 6. I think the 6 is just coming from like me playing it a little bit on stream and not paying that much attention to the music or something. The soundtrack is like, hey Vocab, what's up? Let's see about it. Arcade exclusive songs. I don't know about that. Which are way better. Let's listen to Tekken 2 arcade Paul's song. Let's just listen to Paul's song. We'll compare it to Tekken 1's Paul song, too. Anyway, it's a 9? I can't believe I gave it a 6. Like, that score is just ignorant. That's ignorance talking right there. How could it be a 6? It's a 9. The soundtrack is a 9, not a 6. It's crazy. Oh. This is cool. A lot of arcade games have amazing music, although, to be honest, I think console versions often compare well. Especially with like early arcade games that have like that very synthy sound to the music. Sometimes I think the home consoles, the chip that they use, sometimes like NES chips, NES ports of arcade games, a lot of times I find myself preferring the NES music over the arcade music. Genesis ports tend to sound like kind of identical. And then after that, like in the PS1 era, there's not that much difference. This song is really good. Okay, that song is really good. That's really good. That's cool. What does the PS1 version sound like then? Oh, it sounds remixed. Yeah, I think I like the arcade version better. I think. This is not bad. Ooh, I like this part though. I don't know, you know what? They're actually both really good. What did Tekken 1 Paul's theme sound like, out of curiosity? Because I love all the music in Tekken 1. Wait, that's not his theme music. Huh? Or is it? No. Oh man. Oh, Tekken 1's music is categorized by the area and not by the character, so it's kind of hard to tell which is which, because this is just like from a cutscene or something. That's not his... Oh yeah, I don't know which one of these is his theme. You'd have to like know his home city. Like this I think is like, I don't know, Nina's maybe? No, I actually don't know. This I'm pretty sure is Jax. This is definitely Law's. This might be Kazuya's? Oh man, that one's really good too. I'm not sure about that one. Monument Valley. Okay, whoever's theme that is, I don't think that one's that good. Kyoto theme, I believe this is one of the girls. I don't remember which one, but I love it. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. This theme is so good. Anyway, Tekken's music gets a 9. I don't care, it gets a 9. It's unbelievable. This is another soundtrack that at first didn't really register in my brain how much I liked this. But the more I went back to listen to this, I couldn't believe how good it was. So... Did I change something in here in the rankings recently? And forget to annotate it? Or what did I put in here? Like, I don't know. Star Ocean? No, that I kept the same number for that. King's Field I definitely changed. I noted properly. Check. This song is so good! Star Ocean 2 I kept the same, like it's still a 10, right? I didn't shift the ranking of that, did I? 9.61. I don't know. Maybe I could raise that, but I'm not gonna mess with that now. Suikoden? No. Alundra, Resident Evil. Parappa, Ninja, Resident Evil 2, no. Intelligent Cube, no. I guess I didn't mess with anything else, did I? Anyway, I don't know which one was Paul's theme, but there's a good chance I might have liked it better than the Tekken 2 version. Depending on which one it is. King George Island. I think this might be Nina's. I don't know. I just don't know which is which. Maybe, does it say in the comments here? It doesn't even say. Whose theme is this? This is not one of my favorites. Fiji theme. Chicago theme. Whose was that? This might have been Paul's, maybe? No. I don't know. That could have been Paul's. This one's okay. I feel like Tekken is... So anyway, I love Tekken's soundtrack, but it's really risen in the ranks in my brain, but it's not quite like it's not above stuff like Symphony of the Night though, or Metal Gear Solid 1. It's not above stuff like that. It's not above Resident Evil or Alundra. It's more kind of down. It's a really cool soundtrack. It's down like it's kind of right around Intelligent Cube maybe. So I would say 9.16 maybe. I mean, it's a really cool soundtrack for sure. It's amazing. And I'm not gonna do it right now, but at some point I've got to go through and listen to all the. Maybe we should do like music rating streams where I just pick some games like Breath of Fire 3, Tekken 2 and 3. Maybe we could pick out some Genesis games. We just like go through all the tracks and listen to it and then rate the soundtrack for games I haven't played as well. Like, I don't know. Some people might not care or find that boring, but that might make for good afternoon streams, and I could add some more stuff on it. Or people could recommend stuff like, hey, recommend a game for me to rate, and I'll rate the soundtrack. That could be fun, right? It seems like it might be fun. Anyway, Tekken. I love the Tekken soundtrack. Tekken 2 and 3 I'm not sure about. Because, I played them quite a bit, but it was a long time ago, and I don't really remember the soundtracks that well. I haven't gone back and listened to them, like, methodically, which I need to. But Tekken, I don't know. I've also got to, like, replay and re-rate the games as well. Tekken 2 and 3 are games that I used to love. But it's been a long time since I played them. So let's move on then. Threads of Fate. Here's one that I think some people might rate super high. Threads of Fate. But the thing with Threads of Fate is there's like one or two tracks, like Through the Forest. The track Through the Forest is incredible. I'll play the track. It's an incredible track. But a lot of the other tracks don't quite rate for me. So it kind of just has like one amazing track and then a lot of good but not great music, in my opinion. Or that's what I thought when I played through it. This track is a god track, in my opinion. This is a god level track. It probably would at least be on a top 100 music track list, maybe. This music track right here. But the rest of the soundtrack isn't quite, like, overall I still think the soundtrack's like a 7. Tomb Raider. Between all I love the music in the Tomb Raider games. I mean, I like it a lot. I like the music in the first 3 in particular a lot, but Tomb Raider 3's music is not quite the same level of quality. 4 and 5, I think, are even below that, but I'm not as familiar with them. Yeah, Tenchu's a game that I think has good music, based on what little I've heard of it, but I'm not that familiar with it. I haven't played a Tenchu game yet. You remember any of the Tomb Raider? Let's play it right now. Tomb Raider 1 in particular is the one that I think has the best soundtrack. Like the theme music in Tomb Raider 2 also has very good music, but it's like I don't know, it's like a step below 1 and then 3 is a step below 2. All the Tomb Raider games kind of gradually, like in small amounts, small increments, like it started out as a masterpiece game and each game gets a little bit worse and it almost doesn't reverse. Like it's very consistently, each game gets consistently a little bit worse in the series in Tomb Raider 1. It's like this right here from Tomb Raider 1 has to be the most iconic music in the series. I think most people would agree. The original theme. Oh, this is Tomb Raider 2, sorry. Oh, that one's really good too. But that's not the one. Oh, I love that one too. I love that one too. Sorry, not that one. That one's extremely good. No, this one of course. Incredibly iconic music right here. Now, I doubt most people would disagree. And this song might be on... If people were to start making lists of best PlayStation 1 music, this would probably be on a lot of people's lists. The thing about Tomb Raider is there's not a lot of music in-game, but there's a lot of tracks. It has short little, like, how do you call it? Like, sort of like vignette songs, I guess? Little songs that kind of come in and play for a couple minutes and like event-based music that are really cool, and it'll play for a couple minutes and it'll go back to just kind of ambient sound, just silence. Now, the PC port of this game, which is one of the worst ports of all time, cuts out the soundtrack and replaces it with just weird wind noise that plays for the entire game. And yet, some people can still like that version better just because it has higher resolution. But to me, you can't just cut out the soundtrack. A lot of tracks are really good, like this one. Oh, they're actually mislabeled on this YouTube playlist here, but that's okay. Anyway, Tomb Raider 1, it's a really good soundtrack, but I like it a lot. The first one definitely is the best, but I don't know. Maybe it should be a 9. Maybe it should be a 9. I don't know. Like, I think that 2, I feel comfortable. I don't know. 8 sounds about right. It's kind of it's like hovering between an 8 and a 9 kind of for me. But I feel like maybe it's kind of like an 8.6, 8.7. And it really maybe should be a 9. Like, it's such a good soundtrack. It's such a good soundtrack, you know? Stuff like this. Well, the other one that people always remember is... Where is it? That's the, like, the battle music. That's pretty cool. Like, this. And then... I can't tell because these are all, like, mislabeled. Not that. Not that. Oh, that's a really good one too, though. It's this, but not this version. That's the other version. That's the theme music that gets played in game. Where is it? Where's like the? It's like I think most people like refer to it as like the Midas theme. Oh, there's this. This is like, oh man, I love this music here too. I love this music so much. You first hear this in St. Francis Folly when you like enter, and it's like, oh, it's such amazing music for that moment in the game. I can't wait to I'm gonna replay Tomb Raider 1 for the Streamiversary February of next year, and it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's kind of tough to rate. 'Cause the thing with Tomb Raider 1 soundtrack is there's maybe 2 or 3, probably like at least 3 songs that I consider to be like iconic, and then the rest is just merely like good or great. Oh, this is a cool one as well, but not one of the iconic, like this, the theme of Midas. I think this is the one that people like usually like list the highest. Maybe this is a really cool one as well. So I have to play the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it at an 8. I guess. I want to put it at a 9, but maybe I'll keep it at an 8, Tomb Raider 1. But like, even if there's like only maybe like 3 songs that are iconic and the rest is like, it's like the music elevates the game so much and the experience so much. The rare Jammer Lemmy arcade release. Oh yeah, somebody did tell me about that. Yeah, I want to check that out. I gotta remind me again, Mr. Leo, about that, okay? Remind me. You know what? Actually, let's just do this. I'm gonna put it on my list. Man, I gotta remember to check that out, arcade. Let's just put it on our list here. Definitely gotta check that out, for sure. Jammer Lammy and arcade. Very interested in that. Oh, you know what else? Like, I forgot about this until now, but Marble Madness 2 as well. They put that on here too. Just forgot about that one. Marble Madness 2 and Jammer Lammy. Let's put those on there. This music kind of sounds a little bit like Nightmare Before Christmas. Wait, listen to this song. Wait, just listen. Boys and girls of every age, would you like to see something strange? Come with me and you will see this our town of Halloween. Boys and girls of... It only is like the first part of the song. Come with me and you will see. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, Halloween. I don't know, kind of a little bit. I do like that song a lot too. Man, you know what? No, I'm talking myself. I have to give it a 9. And then Tomb Raider 2 soundtrack. Let's just listen to that again real quick as well. Like Tomb Raider 2 soundtrack does not. The thing with Tomb Raider 2, it does have a couple of really cool pieces of music. But overall, there's less music density. There's not enough. Like Tomb Raider 1 is a lot more cool, like variety of ambient songs. Whereas Tomb Raider 2, the main theme is still really cool. Let's listen to that for a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna change. Man, I'm sorry, Mr. Lee. I have to change this. I have to. It feels right. It feels right to change it. Tomb Raider 1 should be a 9 out of 10 soundtrack. Maybe it's just barely a 9 out of 10, but it should still be a 9 out of 10. It's just so good. The music elevates the soundtrack so much. It elevates it so much. How about this theme though? Now I think Tomb Raider 1's theme is more iconic and a little bit better, but this theme song for Tomb Raider 2, this is the music that plays on the menu, over the menu, is super good. Like this is a god level track. I love this. It's amazing, lush, just like freaking, I don't know, kind of fantasy sounding music almost. But it has like just the right kind of archaeological feel to it that makes it kind of work as like a Tomb Raider theme, I guess. It's like I feel like the theme music of Tomb Raider games like this, like 1, 2, and 3 especially, the music, it's not so much Lara's theme as the theme of like of the levels themselves. It's like the beauty of the areas. It's like the beauty of archaeology, the beauty of discovery. That's what's really being captured by the music. But anyway, yeah, this has got to go. It's got to go on the list. Tomb Raider 1. It's like Tomb Raider 2's music is like. There's a lot of stuff like this where it's just like a couple. It's like remixes of Tomb Raider 1's soundtrack, but like remixed down to like short little 5-second things. A lot of Tomb Raider 2 soundtrack is like 5-second little stingers. Like all of these are like stingers right here. And then this is just straight up from Tomb Raider 1 soundtrack. And this is an 18-second stinger. Oh, this though. The classical music that, what's his name? The guy who made the soundtrack is Nathan McCree. It's not super well known, but his work on Tomb Raider is amazing. Love him. And he only did music for like the classic PS1 sound. I think he only did music for the first 3, which are the best soundtracks. Although 4 and 5 are not bad. Yeah. So Tomb Raider 1. I want to put it at like an 8.65 or something. Do we put it up like it should be around Super Ghouls and Ghosts on Yoshi's Island? Yeah, you know, that seems about right to me. I don't know, I think that seems about right. Like it's just barely a 9. It's kind of just barely a 9. Especially since I have to talk myself into it. Can't really put it that high, you know? So, I'll put it there. But what an amazing game Tomb Raider 1. Of course, Tomb Raider 1 still on the overall game ranking, still within the top 10. Do not forget that. Like they're number 9. So, like, this music is amazing. And then there's one other track. It's the one that everybody... You won't be surprised. It's the... You know, the snowmobile music? Everybody loves the snowmobile music. Because it's just awesome. I won't play it right now. We're just going to move on because I gotta keep moving. But everybody loves that one too. Yeah, it's like the vehicle music. Like Tomb Raider 2 has amazing vehicle songs, but the actual exploration music is a big step down from Tomb Raider 1. So that's why I think Tomb Raider 1 should be a 9 and Tomb Raider 2 should be a 7, even though it does have a couple of really iconic songs. And Tomb Raider 3 only has one song I love. Wait, let me play it real quick. I mean, the title theme is quite good as well. Maybe it has 2 songs I kind of love. The Puzzle Element is what the song is called. This song. This is really the only really good song from the actual game, I think. I feel. I don't know. In my memory. So Twisted Metal 1 and 2. Man, Twisted Metal 2 maybe should be a 9. But, yeah, I don't know. I do really... Man, these are underrated. These soundtracks are underrated. Tomb Raider... Twisted Metal 1 should probably be an 8. And Twisted Metal 2 maybe should be a 9. Although with Twisted Metal 2, it's kind of... It's a lot just the first level song that I love. And the rest are, like, pretty good. It's really just that... Oh, and the Hong Kong theme is amazing in Twisted Metal 2. Twisted Metal 1 has got really cool music too. Like, a lot of it is like evil Christmas theme music. I don't know. And Twisted Metal 1 has got the best theme song in the series. It's got an amazing... It's got this. I feel like this could get a mute, maybe. Possibly. It's like... Do, do... Do. Let's see. Rooftop theme is actually my least favorite. Stuff like this is really cool. Dude, I have to change these. This is not rated highly enough. Just metal themes. I mean song. I'm gonna put it at... Well, I've actually beaten Twisted Metal 1 on stream before. Do you guys know that? But I haven't beaten Twisted Metal 2 yet. Go back and play Twisted Metal games sometime. There's some guy in another Discord that I'm in that's like replaying all the Twisted Metal games and talking about them. It's making me want to. Because I never really played 3 and 4 that much. I never played the PS3 one. I don't think I would like it, but maybe I should try it, you know? I've mostly just played 1, 2, and Black. I did play Little 3, like I rented it, and I didn't like it. I didn't play it that much. Dude, this song is so cool. Wait, where's the... Oh yeah, this one. This one is the one that has like the little Christmas stuff in it. That's so cool. Make sure it's in the right column. Yeah, so let's change it from 7.7 to 7.8. Maybe this should even be a 9. I don't know. I guess I'll keep Twisted Metal 2 at an 8. I guess. But it's not going to go in the top list. On the top rank song list. I don't know. Wait. Let's listen to this song a little bit more. Sorry, Mr. Leo, another change. Change it from a 7.7 to a 7.8. Anything else that like I want to change? Aconcagua 6 seems fine. Armored Core 7 is good. Shinden. Bomberman Fantasy Race. I did really like that soundtrack a lot. That seems low. I did really like that a lot. I'm shocked that's so low. That should be an 8, quite frankly. It used to be 6.7. Let's make it 6.8. That's too low. Freaking love that soundtrack. Bomberman Fantasy Race. Bubsy 3D. I bet if I replayed Bubsy 3D, I wouldn't hate the music that much. Bushido Blade. That does have really cool music. Wait, is this not the one that has the Christmas stuff in it? Maybe it's this one. Clock Tower. Maybe that should be a 7. I don't know. Clock Tower 2. Struggle Within. I guess an 8's fine. Really good music in this game, though. D soundtrack. It seems fine. The Dino Crisis games, good soundtracks, but not amazing. That seems about right. Einhander. Einhander is... Einhander is really good, but I do think 8 is right for it. I don't think it should be 9. I do like that soundtrack quite a lot. Fighting Force. Fighting Force seems a little low, considering it has a couple tracks I love. Seems a bit low. I don't know. Floating Runner, Gay 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 Guitaro, Lover, Gunner's Heaven, Heart of Darkness. Alright, Crisis. Did you guys hear the Christmas stuff in this? It'd be good music to play for Christmas streams, I think. But here's some coming up. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's pretty funny stuff. And the Twisted Metal 2 soundtrack. I think an 8 is fine for that as well, even though the Los Angeles theme in particular is one of my... This song is like a 10 out of 10 iconic classic to me. Just this song. I love this song. It's one of my favorite freaking things. But the rest of the soundtrack, I don't know. Overall, I think maybe it should be an 8. So good. Do, 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 do. Umiyara Kawase Shun. I think 7 is fine. I prefer, that's the second one. I prefer the soundtracks to 1 and 3. It sounds familiar? It's the first level music from Twisted Metal 2. I think it's incredible, iconic music. It's my favorite song from the whole series. Xenogears. Oh man, how do we rank Xenogears? That's a really good soundtrack. That's a tough one. So yeah, that song's amazing. This song's just okay. The Moscow theme. That song's okay. Oh, the Paris music's pretty fun. The Paris music is pretty fun. Listen to the Paris music. Listen to how fun this is. It's like evil Paris sounding music. That's actually awesome, isn't it? The Amazon music is like, it's okay. The New York music's okay. Antarctica music is okay. I think it's just okay. Holland music is pretty good, actually. Sounds very similar to the Twisted Metal 1 type of theme. But not quite as memorable to me as some of the Twisted Metal 1 themes. This song, I also love this song quite a bit. This is the music from the final area, Hong Kong. It's such a memorable area, too. I drive through, like, sewers, and there's, like, upper levels and lower levels. And, I don't know, it's just a really cool area. Twisted Metal 2 is such a good game. This has got to be up there as like one of the best Asian, like overtly Asian sounding level songs. There's a really similar sounding theme song in Jumping Flash that's also trying to sound kind of like Hong Kong, Chinatown type. It sounds very similar to this, but I like this even better. This is super cool. Yeah, I guess an 8 is good. This overall, the soundtrack is probably an 8. All right, so Xenogears. Man, Xenogears has got so much good. It's got a lot. I don't know. It's got some real, man. Have you guys heard the Xenogears soundtrack lately? It's so good. It's unbelievable. Like, let's see. What's some of the best? That's an actual song with singing. Oh, this. This music is so good. It's unbelievable. Like, this is up there. As far as RPGs, I don't know. Did I rate this too low? I don't know. Xenogears. Maybe this should be a 10 also. You know what? This is definitely better than Symphony of the Night soundtrack. It's solidly better than Symphony of the Night for music. It's better than, like, these games right here. Metal Gear Solid 1. Alundra Symphony of the Night. Better than all those. It's better. Resident Evil is better. But is it as good as Star Ocean 2? This music is so good. That music is so cool. This is a real. It's by Mitsuda. It's kind of. It's not quite as good as like the Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross soundtrack, but it's like almost as good. Okay, this is definitely a 10. I don't understand why I gave this a 9 in the past. I think I might have been grading like kind of on a curve, and therefore I might have been penalizing a lot of PS1 music a little bit because I was kind of rating it against each other. But like really, this should be a 10. It does sound like RPG for sure, but I love RPG music, so that's okay. Like this is a 10 out of 10 soundtrack. It's just a 10 out of 10 soundtrack. It's just not disputable. It's not quite as good as Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross, but it's in the ballpark though. In the ballpark. Like that's quite memorable music. I guess some of the dungeon themes aren't as good as like Chrono Trigger though. Like except like let's see. Oh, I do love the battle themes quite a bit. Like this is the common mech battle themes, pretty good. Well, it's very good, really. This is the dungeon theme in the forest. Oh, there's a song. So like Shabbat, the city in the sky, Shabbat. It sounds like Mitsuda is sort of recalling the music from like in Chrono Trigger when you go to what like the city in the past. What is that called? I forget what that's called, like S-Shot or something. I don't remember. But that one music from Chrono Trigger, it sounds like he's kind of. I prefer that a little bit maybe, but this is like almost as good. Wait, let me try to find that. This is extremely good. It's like special town music when you like when you finally reach like a special like a city in the sky. Not Zeal Palace. Let me see. Although oh man, Zeal Palace is amazing. What was it called? What was that song called? In Chrono Trigger. This song is so good too, though. Like this song is so good. Listen to this. It's so good. Brink of Time, no. Not Primitive Mountain. Rhythm of Wind, Sky, and Earth. I don't think so. Maybe. No. Wait, where's the equivalent song in Chrono Trigger? Oh, do you remember Magus' theme? Battle with Magus, Tyrant Castle, Corridors of Time, is that it? Yeah, this one. This is the equivalent song in Chrono Trigger, when you like go to whatever that place is called in the past. This is so iconic. I would rate this a little bit above Shabbat, but Shabbat's theme is like amazing too. But anyway, yeah, Xenogears has to have is a 10 out of 10 soundtrack for sure. It's 10 out of 10. Where should it actually go? But I think between this and Star Ocean 2 is such a tough call, though. Such a tough call. It's such a tough call. There's the funny music. Let's see. This music is like the sad music from Xenogears might have some of the best sad music. I feel like it's right around. It's not. I think it's a little bit below Final Fantasy VIII, maybe. Maybe it could be above it. I don't know. I've got to replay Xenogears one of these days. music is so good in Xenogears. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable how good it is. I don't think it's quite as good as Chrono Cross is 9.85. I think, you know, it's honestly very similar in quality to Chrono Cross overall. It's really similar. But I would probably put it below Chrono Cross. Dude, it should be like a 9. You know what? It is better than Star Ocean 2 and even Final Fantasy 8, maybe. I think it is better than that. It is. It is better. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna put it just above Jammer Lammy, I think. Wow. Yeah, wow. I didn't realize I liked it that much, but you know what? I do. Sorry, Gizmo. No, it's just, the soundtrack is just that good. It's not my fault the soundtrack is so amazing. It just is. It's Xenogears. I think most people wouldn't argue with that. I think a lot of people would put Xenogears that high. It's just an amazing, amazing soundtrack. Just thoroughly amazing. And wow, I really had it underrated on my sheet. I can't believe I had it 9 out of 10. And when it has to be 10 out of 10, it's like one of the, it is kind of one of, it's up there among the best. It's not quite the best RPG soundtrack, but it's kind of close. It's kind of a little bit close. Judgment. All right, that's all for PS1. We finished PS1 at least. I mean, I'm gonna have to stop my stream soon for dinner. Let's see how I'm like. Unfortunately for Saturn, there's not gonna be too many Saturn entries. Daytona though. Daytona's gonna be like Daytona. I agree with the 9, but it's a low 9. Like I love the songs. They're like 1 out of 10 because it's a 9. Like I love it has basically the 3 main racing songs. I love those songs. They're very fun, like they're very catchy, but and it's got really good incidental music too. You think it's a 10? I could see that, but I think for me it's more of a 9. I don't know. It just doesn't quite get to a 10 for me. King of Speed. I think my favorite song is King of Speed too. Daytona is an awesome soundtrack, but I would probably put it below all of this stuff. I would put it below. It's more like an Intelligent Cube level. Maybe it's like a 9.08, 9.09. Let's get it like a 9.09. Yeah, let's put it there. So that's Saturn. Now we have another Saturn entry. That's good. You know, we got more Saturn here. I haven't played this. I mean, there's not as many Saturn games as there is PS1 games, so it's not a fair competition. And I haven't played as many, you know. But even though there's been a lot of Saturn games I've enjoyed a lot. Estal, man, you know, Estal has got really good music too. Estal should almost be a 9. Estal should almost be a 9. But I think I'll keep it at 8. I don't know. How do you feel about the soundtrack of Estal? Man, that soundtrack for Estal was so good. Clockwork Knight, that's fine. These are all fine. Daytona, for me, a 9 is fine. I mean, I still like Sonic R's music better. That's fair. That's fine, Gizmo. I mean, there's a few racing games that I love the music for, like Mario Kart games. F-Zero. I think F-Zero might be my favorite racing music though. You know, Daytona. Enemy Zero, really good soundtrack, but I think 8 is fine. Lunacy, same thing. I think 8 is fine. Mr. Bone, 7 is fine. Knights has got amazing music. Yeah, Knights. I think Knights probably 9 is fine. You're not a big Mario Kart fan? It's got really good, like over the course of the series, there's a lot of really good tracks though, whether you like the games or not. How do you feel about the Nights into Dream soundtrack? I love it. I love it, but I think it's not quite 10 out of 10, maybe. Got a lot of really good ones, though. A lot of really good tracks. Let's see. Like, this is really cool. The menu music, of course. Eternal Horn. Maybe I love... This is probably one of the best, just pure happiness songs. Like this song is not very complex emotionally, and usually I prefer more emotionally kind of complex music. I don't really usually like songs that sound overtly happy. Actually, now that I think about it, this song doesn't sound that overtly happy. If you listen to it a little bit, it starts out like it's very cheerful, but it does have like this whimsy too. It's got a little bit of melancholy to it too, which is almost essential for me to like a more happy sort of upbeat kind of song. But like right here coming up. This is the really good part right here. Like a little bit of whimsy there, that little bit of melancholy is what makes it so good. It's a really good soundtrack. You know, it almost could be a 10, but I'm not going to change it. I think I'm happy with it being where it is. Definitely, I feel like it belongs to be in here somewhere. It's one of these that I feel like is a solid 9. I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe above Daytona. That would be cute, though. Maybe above. It should be above those, actually. I don't necessarily like the boss tracks that much. That's one kind of a little bit of a weakness, maybe. Well, I mean, I don't dislike them. There are some good ones, but I think they're not as strong. Not every level has got the best music. One thing that's interesting about this soundtrack is there's different songs, I think, depending whether you play the boy or the girl. And you have to, if I recall correctly, don't you have to play as both to get the full storyline? They have like different levels with different songs. I think they at least both have paternal horns, so that like if you have to play them both to hear the full breadth of the soundtrack, it's quite a diverse soundtrack. A lot of really good songs. Sonic 3D is I haven't listened to it that much. That's one of those games that has like 2 soundtracks and they both might be very good. I would really love to like just sit down and listen to both of those sometime. I've never played those either. Knights, no, actually maybe like a 9. Actually, I guess I would put it below Simply the Night and Resident Evil. I guess I would. But not and Metal Gear Solid, but not too far below. Not too far. So maybe actually like here, like a 9.25. Very, very good soundtrack. Very, very good. So that's 3 Saturn games, I think, on here. Oh, wait, let's check. Or maybe it's only 2. Was there none in the 10? Well, Sonic R is Saturn. Where is that again? Where's Sonic R? Oh yeah, Sonic R. That's actually the highest ranked Saturn game. I hope that like Sonic R is going to be like the one that's like the joke pick to people. Some people will hate that music. That is a love or hate it soundtrack. I just happen to love it. And to me, it's amazing. But you know, some people will not agree. But I don't think many people could argue with like Knights or Daytona being amazing. I mean, even Daytona probably has its detractors because it's got that very kind of almost like kind of obnoxious sound to it, if you know what I mean. But it's like good obnoxious. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll put Knights there. I think that's good for Knights at the moment. What else? Anything else? That might be it for Saturn. Shining the Holy Ark. I did really like that. That's another high quality Motoi Sakuraba, but I think it is a step, like a solid step below Star Ocean 2. I'm fine with that being an 8. Sonic R, of course, is fine where it is. And then Nintendo 64. You know, I haven't played that many N64. There was a bunch that, the problem is there's a bunch that I rented and I don't remember very well. Stuff like Shadow of the Empire that I know I played through it, but I have no memory of it. So like I've got to go back and replay it. Like Cruis'n USA, I know I played that, but I have no memory of it. I played a little bit of Gauntlet Legends, but I just don't remember that much. I played some Gauntlet. GoldenEye, I will say, has a very good soundtrack. It's probably like an 8, but I'm not sure Yeah, I could probably. You know what? I think GoldenEye is an 8 because I have been listening to that music. I was putting some GoldenEye music on my playlist, and I think that's a pretty solid 8. Like some of the like Cruising USA, I'm really not sure. Blast Corps, I'm not sure. Harvest Moon, I'm not sure. Killer Instinct, I'm not. I don't know. I don't remember the music that well. Killer Instinct. I wonder if it was. I think it was pretty good. Majora's Mask, I'm not sure. Ocarina, like this stuff. Ocarina 8. Ocarina is a really cool soundtrack, but I do think 8 is about right for it. I think it's fun. It's not the best Zelda soundtrack by any means, but it does do that thing like Kingsfield where it's like really cool ambient music in some of its dungeons. Harvest Moon 10, Blast Corps. Yeah, I have never played much Blast Corps beyond like the first couple levels. I really need to go back to that game too. That's another one. I want to do N64 streams. There's a bunch of games I want to play in N64, like Blast Corps, like all of these that are like listed here with no rating. I need to go back and replay. Shadow of the Empire, I really want to go. Pilot Wing 64. F-Zero X I haven't played in such a long time. I barely remember that much about Turok. I really want to replay Turok 1. Turok 2 does not look, and 3, both 2 and 3 don't look that good. But 1 still looks really good. There's something about 1 looks so much better than 2 and 3. The Wave Race, I think we played that did we play that on stream? I guess we didn't. Wave Race, when I went back and played that a little bit recently, I was surprised how good the music was, but I think I could rate it. Yeah, and for I don't know, we need to do a lot more N64 streams at some point. I really want to try Quest 64 as well. Sin and Punishment I've never played. There's so many games. But anyway, for right now, for the music rank, the ones that I know the best will be Mystic Ninja starring Goemon. That definitely deserves a spot on the best music list. Extremely underrated soundtrack. Amazing. Gizmo not a fan of N64. That's too bad. But man, let me just find the submarine music. Submarine music is so good. See if I can find that. It's so good. Submarine Castle. All the dungeon songs in Goemon 64 are amazing. I think the soundtrack compares pretty favorably to the Super Nintendo. Like Legacy of the Wizard 1, not Legacy of the Wizard, Legacy of the Mystic Ninja. I think it might have the best soundtrack of all the Super Nintendo ones. But I haven't, I've played through a lot of 2. I don't think Goemon 2 on Super Nintendo with soundtrack is quite as good. 3 and 4 don't seem quite as good to me, but I haven't really paid that much attention to them, so I'm not sure. So there's room to, but Mystic Ninja 1, Goemon 1 on Super Nintendo has like an amazing soundtrack, and this is like almost that good. So for Goemon 64, I'm thinking like not all of the area themes are that good, but I don't know, I'm thinking like a 9.2 maybe like a 9.15 for Goemon. Maybe like a 9.2. Do I put it above Nights into Dreams? Maybe. I definitely think it should be below Symphony of the Night and Resident Evil and Metal Gear Solid. I do think it should be below those. Oh yeah. So, this YouTube video is just fading in and out, but in the actual game, these songs have different tiers, so it transitions from that first part to like this part seamlessly, depending on which part of the castle you're in, which is a really cool thing about Goemon 64. What an amazing soundtrack. It's so good. Oh, Legend of the Mystic Ninja on Super Nintendo is 9.33. And I guess Goemon 64 should be like 9.2 something. Let's put it at 9.24, I guess. There's another game that I really want to replay on stream. I haven't played this game in such a long time. And that could be the best N64 soundtrack from like everything that I've played. Maybe, I don't know. let's put it there for now. Evangelion. See, Evangelion has a really good soundtrack, mainly by virtue of just simply using the music from the anime series, which has a really good soundtrack in its own right. But the fact that it's reusing music from the anime, sort of, I kind of can't help but like mentally want to penalize it slightly for that. But it's still definitely a great soundtrack. I put it like more in like kind of like an 8.8, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here, I think. I don't know. Maybe it has some really good original music as well. Can't quite remember that well, that game. Oh wait, there's a third part to that's right. Then there's this third part to the song too. And again, in the game, it transitions seamlessly between these parts. It doesn't fade in and out like the YouTube video is doing. It's so good. The N64 Evangelion game was really cool. I'm glad that we played that. Super Mario 64. I love the Super Mario 64 soundtrack. Man, I love it quite a bit. All right. Uh-oh, guys. It's time for the stream to be over. Dinner is served. Mario 64, I really like the soundtrack. Is it one of the best soundtracks ever? Not necessarily, but it's a really cool, iconic soundtrack. Like the music, like the water music in particular. You gotta love that. I think like a solid 9 for Mario 64 is fine. Solid 9. Maybe like a 9.02. And there. So those are right as of right now. Those are the 3 N64 games on my list. But there's other ones that like maybe I feel like have a good chance, like Pilot Wings. Tetrasphere's got pretty cool music. I don't know. Like some of these might have a pretty good chance. I've got to go back and like replay them. Rayman 2 probably has good music. So yeah, so that I guess that basically covers the 5th generation. And the next, so there's no CDI entries that'll get on the list. But there definitely are PS2 ones that will get on the list, and we'll have to cover those next music stream. That'll be for the next time. We'll be into the 6th generation, so that's kind of some progress. All right, guys, I don't have time to like do a raid or anything. I gotta just get going, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for watching my stupid music ranking stream. There'll be more of these, so look forward to them.